I'm Stacy Gordon. Welcome to That's My Jam. Spring and summer season means lots of great, cool dessert ideas. High atop most people's list is a strawberry shortcake. Like a lot of people, I grew up eating my strawberry shortcake in the ready-made little spongy dessert cups that you buy at the grocery store. There's nothing wrong with those little cakes. They're tasty. But what I'm going to show you today is going to elevate your strawberry shortcake to a whole new level. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to need for this recipe is some yummy berries. Now there's a really good chance this time of year you might have some fresh berries from the farmer's market or even your own backyard. If you have fresh berries, that's great. If you don't, you can always use frozen berries, and that's what I'm going to do today. Strawberries are wonderful. I love them, but today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to start out with a 16-ounce bag of the cherry berry medley. This contains dark sweet cherries, strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Y'all already know I'm a fan of frozen fruits and vegetables. As you can see by the label, this bag doesn't contain anything except blackberries, strawberries, cherries, and blueberries. No additives, no preservatives. Your fresh berries or frozen berries that are completely thawed out should be placed in a bowl. Add about 1/3 cup of sugar. I'll mix up my berries and sugar, and then I'm going to place a lid on this and stick it in the fridge, probably overnight. We want to make a nice syrup for our berries. I let my berries sit in the fridge overnight with the sugar. I stirred them when I first got up this morning, but now I have a beautiful pan of berries with syrup. Next, we're going to need some biscuits. Homemade biscuits are the best, and if you don't know how to make them, check out the video I have on my channel. But today, we're talking about a shortcake shortcut. So let me show you what I've come up with. I'm going to use some frozen biscuits for this recipe. I took a couple out of the bag an hour or so ago and let them sit out just so they can start to get a little bit tacky. Just don't want them completely frozen. Next step is to preheat our oven. Now you'll do this according to the recipe for the type of biscuits you're making. For these frozen biscuits, we preheat our oven to 375 degrees. You're going to make as many biscuits as you have a need for, but that's the great thing about the shortcut biscuits, the frozen ones. You can take out 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever you need for this particular dish. In my case, I'm using 2 today. I'm going to place a little bit of oil in a baking dish. And add my 2 biscuits. Next, I'm going to melt about 1 tablespoon butter. I'll brush the melted butter over the tops of my biscuits. Don't be stingy with this step. Next, I'm going to use some turbinado sugar. This sugar is great on any type of cobbler or anything you're baking because it gives a really nice snap when it's done. Now, if you like, you can even flip these over and add some sugar to the bottom as well. Plenty of butter, plenty of sugar. Now these are ready to go into our preheated oven. Again, you'll follow the recipe for the type of biscuit you're using. With those biscuits in the oven, now's the perfect time to go tap the like button And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. When these come out of the oven, they're gonna be pretty brown. That sugar is gonna caramelize on top of the biscuit, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna let this sit, cool down, and stop sizzling for 2 or 3 minutes. That gives me just enough time to get all my other ingredients together and be ready to plate this up. I'm gonna go ahead and move my biscuits to my serving plate. Now I'm gonna use a sharp knife and cut these biscuits down the middle. We want these guys to be open-faced. Next, we're gonna add our beautiful berry mixture with syrup. As with any shortcake, you want to be sure to get plenty of that delicious syrup right on there. Next, our whipped cream. Certainly you can make your own homemade whipped cream or just use this. Y'all just look at that. The syrup from the fruit is soaking down into those caramelized buttery biscuits. We've got our whipped cream on top. The kitchen smells amazing. I need a spoon. Our little cakes are crispy, yet they're soaked in that syrup. I made sure to get plenty of fruit on here and a little bit of whipped cream. Y'all are gonna thank me for this, just like I'm gonna thank my friend Leslie for turning me on to this recipe. You guys can't even imagine how using these buttered and sugared biscuits is gonna elevate your shortcake game. And think outside the box with any type of fruit you might enjoy. Someone suggested peach shortcakes to me, and I'm definitely gonna have to give that a try very soon. I truly hope you have a fantastic week ahead. I've had a little vacation, so I've been gone for a while, but I'm gonna be back again with you real soon. In the meantime, turn off the TV, turn on some music, and just keep jamming.